Gemini, hell yeah, December is going to be an amazing month for you. Focus in on relationships, building relationships, deepening your connection, focusing in on your personal empowerment, on power, coupling it up with another, and money flowing effortlessly and easily to you. Gemini, I'm Lindsay with Love. I'm a Western tropical zodiac astrologer here to raise the frequency of the planet by transforming as many lives as I possibly can. And astrology is my absolute favorite tool to do just that. So let's go. All right, Gemini, I've got you here. I've got my notes on my computer down here. So every once in a while, I'll be looking down to deliver you the most accurate information. And Gemini, if you could do me a solid and let me know in the comments below if you prefer this format where I show you the chart and I kind of take you through the month as the transits occur, or if you prefer the format that I've been doing the last couple of months, which is just showing you or explaining to you the general personal transits in the sky. Let me know in the comments below. There is no right answer. I'm just doing my best to give you the best information, so that would really help me out. I appreciate it. All right, let's start off, Gemini, with ooh, what's going on here. We got to open that up. I'm going to bring your attention down to the bottom right-hand side of the screen, and you will see an orange circle on the calendar. So as the chart moves along, if you forget at all what dates we're talking about, you can always look down there. All right, I want to get this a little bit more even. Give me 1 second. We're just going to scooch this. My perfectionist tendencies. All right, let's go. So starting off the month, it's kind of like the month is split into two as it relates to kind of big energies and big transits. So the first half of this month, we'll start with Venus. You've got Venus here in Sagittarius. Sextile. Oh, whoa, that was crazy. Sextile Pluto up here in Aquarius. So Venus sextile Pluto, this is the energy of transformation as it relates to love and money. And you've got this energy hanging out in your relationship house. And Venus, anyways, in the house of relationships. And then you've got Pluto up here in your house of abundance, expansion, foreign lands, higher wisdom, education, higher knowledge. The sextile says that transformation can take place as it relates to love and money, but you must take some sort of action. So it could be with this energy that you meet somebody that you are now traveling. You're like, you meet somebody in a different country and now you're doing lots of traveling. You meet perhaps a religious guru or a spiritual mentor or something like that. And now all of a sudden, your views around your soul purpose and your dharma and energy and subconscious programming have changed. If that interests you, Gemini, and you're a woman listening, you may want to join the Cosmic Collective. I am a spiritual mentor of sorts. I hate labels, but I guess that's what I would label myself as, amongst other things. But inside the Cosmic Collective, I'm helping so many women on their journey understand their energy, reprogram themselves, heal themselves, and then activate their manifesting power. So it could be that you're connecting with somebody like that. You could be connecting with a book publisher. You've got Pluto up in the part of the sky that involves teachers, it involves publishing, it involves sharing information far and wide. So, are you connecting with a teacher that's going to change your mindset? Are you connecting with a business partner that's going to really expand your abundance in ways that relate to e-commerce, blogging, anything to do with like communication and getting it really like pushing it out there? Like every country has your book type of vibes. It's something along those lines. That energy is happening. I'm going to take you down to the chart really quickly to the calendar. You can see that that energy is kind of hanging out until about December 5th. The orb now for Venus and Aquarius is about at 5 degrees. Sorry, Venus and Pluto is about 5 degrees, so kind of broken by then. So that's right off the gate. There's some transformation in love and money, relationships, abundance, expansion, foreign lands, foreign countries, business partnerships as well. All right, let's get back to, oops, the first of the month because we've got a lot happening right out of the gate. So on the first of the month, we've also got Mercury in Scorpio in your sixth house. We've got this energy trine Saturn in Pisces in your 10th house. Saturn is trine Jupiter in your second house. This is such good news. And Jupiter is trine, oops, Mercury in your sixth house. So you've got this grand water trine energy. It's been floating around now for quite some time. The Sun and Mercury Cazimi, retrograde Cazimi, were hanging out at the end of November in it. It's still here in December, and it will continue on until about the 10th of December. So this energy is harmonious energy. It has to do with your mindset, it has to do with structure, and it has to do with abundance and expansion. And when you're looking at the second, sixth, and 10th houses, these are the houses of substance. It's the houses of like achieving tangible success, right? The second house of money, the sixth house of your work routines, your day-to-day life, your health, the 10th house of your career, the business you own, your image out in the world. So this is really harmonious energy, but it gets even more interesting because what we're going to notice is that you've got Uranus here in your 12th house, shaking things up spiritually, right? Sextile loosely to Saturn and Jupiter. And when we move the chart along a little bit, Mercury will move with it. And I want to just show you what happens. Now we've got Mercury here, still in this trine, but making a kite with Uranus and Saturn and Jupiter, right? So now you've got this kite formation. So it's like we've got this harmonious energy, and something is going to happen as it relates to receiving news in your sixth house, news around your day-to-day life, news around your work routines, news about your health, even perhaps. Doesn't have to be bad news, by the way. Doesn't have to be bad news. That's going to shake things up in your house of spirituality, your house of your spiritual essence, of your dreams and wishes fulfilled, your imagination, your connection to all that is, the house of faith, releasing yourself from negative habits that are holding you back from your dream reality. So the way that I initially see this right out of the gate is, okay, you've got this tangible monetary success swirling with this grand water trine. And then you get an idea about your you get an idea about like your day-to-day life because you're thinking about your success, right? And then all of a sudden it hits you like, "Oh my gosh, I've been doing this negative thing every day or whatever, and it's really keeping me away from my success." And so Uranus over here in the 12th house says, "Well, let's shake things up and let's release that. Let's let go of the past." Mercury, all of a sudden you realize that something that's bothering you as it relates to your health, it's something you've been holding on to from your past, right? Think about the health, like from an energetic perspective, this is what I teach in my Cosmic Collective. From an energetic perspective, health issues are symptoms of dis-ease in the body. Your energy is not flowing smoothly. Well, if you're holding on to things from 20 years ago that really pissed you off, Gemini, of course your energy isn't flowing smoothly, right? We've got to let it go. So Uranus here in this part of the sky is helping you let it go. It could be that you're receiving some sort of news about your work, your day-to-day life and work, and you really have to tap into your faith. Maybe you're tapping into your imagination. You're thinking way more outside of the box than you ever have before. It could be that you are receiving downloads that seemingly come out of nowhere, but in reality, your clairaudience is just turned on and you're super connected spiritually. So this is some good energy. Either way, I see it playing out that um, success is going well. You're building the structures and the foundation for it all, and it's flowing. But there's going to be some sort of shakeup around like what you're doing every day, how you're using your imagination, how you're using your creativity. Are you standing in your faith or are you not using your faith? Are you connected with your spiritual essence? Are you not? Are you trying your best to make progress in your everyday life, but you're ignoring the signs, the synchronicities, the guidance? I don't know, Gemini. You'll have to think about that. Okay, that energy is playing out until the 10th of December. And then Gemini, we're going to go back to December 1st. I said there's a lot happening early on in the sky. And we are going to look at Mars over here in Sag in your seventh house of relationships. So that was a really bad circle. Connected to a squaring Saturn in your 10th house of career, business you own, social reputation out in the world. Okay. So most astrologers will talk about a square and they will say something like, "Oh, this is bad energy. This is a lot of tension. You can expect bad news." I'm not going to tell you that because what is the point in putting out negative energy into the world? I don't see a point. This energy has to do with like you being fed up enough, Mars, Saturn, with something that you're going to make a change. Like you're so annoyed. Like, yes, there's tension with a square, but it's like tension to get out of a stuck cycle. Now, this could have something to do with like it's a relationship issue that has to do with like career. Like, mm, are you maybe being too aggressive at work? Is your boss pissing you off? Do you hate your job? Are you working really hard to connect with people, almost overly aggressively, overly assertively trying to make form relationships to, I don't know, start your business, to become more popular on social media? I don't know. There's something to do with like your career and your relationships. It could even be that like your spouse, your partner, whoever is like you are working way too much and you need to get your butt home and whatever. So there's like tension there that's forcing you to build a better structure when it comes to your business, your career, your social reputation out in the world. So maybe you're doing like content creation, influencing, something like that. You need to build the systems so that the relationships kind of like calm down. Now, the other way this could go is that you have a lot of passion. I mean, there's a lot of energy in the seventh house of relationships. Mars is passion. You're super passionate, you and your partner, whoever, and you're so passionate about what you're doing and you're like just laser focused in on it. There's just like going, 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 going. Be mindful not to burn out if that resonates with you, Gemini. Okay. So, but once again, it's like there's something to do with relationships and your work. The last thing I'll say is like if you're having like an office romance and like shit's hitting the fan. I mean, I hope that's not you. If you are having an office romance, I hope it's going well. But if it's not, it's like maybe you're like, oh, I've got to get out of here. I need a new job or something like that. Like this is not good. Okay, so that energy is happening until about the 15th of the month. So now, Gemini, that's kind of the first half of this month. So once again, first half, we've got this work relationship kind of friction, I'll call it that. We've got the success between the square in your career, everyday life, and or grand trine, excuse me, in your everyday life, your work, your money flowing in. We've got this kite energy shaking things up. Something to do with like you being connected with your spirituality, you healing yourself, you having faith that everything is going to work out, you trusting and knowing that you can, in fact, create your best everyday life. And remember, we also had that this Venus, um, this transformative energy as it relates to abundance, expansion, teaching, sharing, spirituality, and relationships. So that's a lot all in the first half of this month. So remember, astrology is giving the energetic potential in the sky, Gemini. It's up to you to use it how you like. So there's lots of options here, right? All right, moving along to the 16th of the 11th of the month, excuse me. On the 11th, there is Mercury in Sagittarius. We got Mercury in Sag. Oops, hello, that's Mars. I don't think I need to take a break yet. I'm only on video 3. There is Mercury in Sag, sextiling Pluto in Aquarius. So earlier you had Venus here, right? And that was the energy of like transformation and love and money. That was like you meet somebody abroad and they're just gonna flip your world upside down. Abundance is flowing in. They want to court you and fly you around the world, jet set, whatever. Now you've got this communication kind of transformation. Maybe you get some sort of idea or some news from your partner, news from somebody you're in close relationship with that's going to change up, once again, something to do with abundance, expansion, something to do with your mindset. Maybe somebody says something to you that you're in close relationship with, and you're like, oh my gosh, I never thought of it that way. You're having like an aha moment about your like limiting beliefs perhaps that have been holding you back from your dream reality, as an example. You could be hearing good news from your book publisher, your business partner, whatever, about big, big success in this part of the sky for you as well. And that energy is lasting from the 12th until about the 16th. All right, then from the 16th to the end of the month, I'm going to show you what happened. So let me get the calendar to the 16th or the chart because there's kind of like some interesting stuff going on. So you can see here we've kind of got the sun conjunct Venus loosely, right? It's not a super close conjunction, but I'm going to move the calendar along and I'm going to let you watch it play out. Mars is in Capricorn, by the way, at this point, but let's move the calendar. We've got Venus and the sun moving along nicely. Now the sun has entered into Capricorn. Mars is there. Venus is on its way, and now Venus is there too. And now you've got all of this energy, this very personal energy in your eighth house. Okay, so, and then it stays that way. It keeps going until the end of the month, really. Just goes together. How beautiful, okay? So I want to talk about it and we're going to back things up a little. Venus is the energy of love and money, success, charisma, charm, beauty, all those nice things. And when it's up conjunct the sun in your relationship house, things are looking good. It's a time where you're having success in relationships, everybody's happy. If you're single, maybe you're meeting somebody new that's going to be a really good partner for you, right? You've got Mercury here as well. Mercury's bringing in the communication, Venus is bringing in the love and the beauty and all of those things. The sun is bringing in the success. Now, this is hanging out in your relationship house, and it could be, it doesn't have to be love once again. I talk couples, but couples could be, it's like you meeting a new best friend, you meeting the perfect business partner, you meeting the perfect mentor, anybody that's in close relationship with you, okay? So then we'll take it to Capricorn. So let's move the chart along. So this is in your seventh house of relationships. And then now we're into your eighth house, okay? And we've still got the same players hanging out. We've got Mars, your physical inertia, your assertiveness, your drive, your passion, your ambition. We've got the sun, your success, how you shine brightest, your confidence, your empowerment, and Venus, the energy of love and money. Okay, so in this eighth house, let's talk two different ways. The eighth house is interesting. Actually, all the houses are. There is like typically an energy behind each house, and then there's like a tangible thing behind each house. So when you think about the eighth house from the energetic perspective, this is you being vulnerable and courageous to form intimate connections with others. This is you setting aside your own personal ego desires for the greater good. So you can power couple it up. Once again, couples could be husband, wife, best friend, business partner, whoever. This is you going deep within yourself and realizing where fears might be holding you back from your dream reality and overcoming these challenges and these perceived fears so that you can actually step into higher and higher frequencies and activate your manifesting power. And so here, the way I'm seeing this is like you are very driven and determined this month. It wouldn't surprise me if you're very focused in on personal development. With Mars here, you're doing like the workouts, you're reading the self-help books, you're really determined to like break free out of some stuck cycle. Perhaps Gemini, once again, you might want to join the Cosmic Collective if you're a woman listening. This is the energy of the sun having success in doing that and feeling good about it, and Venus, the energy of love coming into play, right? Self-love, love for you and your partner, you and your partner being very driven to power couple it up and be successful in your endeavors. Now, from the other perspective, the eighth house tangibly is about joint accounts and resources, money that is flowing to you that has nothing to do with you going out and working for it, right? So think things like alimony, the bank note, taxes that are flowing to you, like returns. It could be it's like windfalls of money. It's like it could be your partner comes home. It's like your partner's money. Your partner comes home and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I just got the biggest raise of my life. I just got promoted to be the CEO of the company," something like that. And so this energy is so good for money, right? Venus is like attracting it in. The sun is like, "Hell yeah, I'm happy with that." And Mars is like, "Let's manage the money so we can use it to generate more money," right? Remember, Gemini, that money is an energy and a tool for what? Generating more wealth, for having amazing experiences, for being healthy and free and flexible and all those fun things. So you've got a lot of energy here at the end of the month, harmonious energy, powerful energy around money flowing to you that you don't have to really work for. So I love that for you, Gemini. Around you and your partner power coupling it up together, around you loving yourself so much that you're no longer letting yourself be stuck in fear, and you're really ready to step into that activated manifesting power type of energy. So Gemini, I hope you have an amazing December. Please comment, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers and I'm trying. So it would mean so much to me, Gemini, if you did hit the subscribe button, and I will see you back here soon.